What's up, YouTube? Shawn DaGamer here. As you can see, we done broke out all the gimmicks. I look like Kenny Omega. I'm feeling the glow. I got me some Harley Quinn spectacles on. I got the championship belt. Something good must have happened on this pay-per-view. Elimination Chamber 2017 from February, what was it, the 12th, 2017? Sunday. Keep getting hair in my mouth. Anyways, let's kick off with the pre-show. Two things happened on the pre-show. One, Mojo beat Kurt Hawkins. All right, plain and simple there. Second thing, they've been setting up Carmella as like the princess of the WWE, or SmackDown at least. So she was on the pre-show panel with Renee. Oh my God, the guy that kind of looks like Carrot Top and Booker T. She left like halfway through. Her and Ellsworth were texting back and forth, and Ellsworth came in, was like, "Look, I can show you I can be a proper gentleman and all this stuff, yada yada yada." So they went and got skybox seat. They got skybox seats. James Ellsworth bought skybox seats to a pay-per-view he was already supposed to be at. Anyways, that was a recurring thing all night. Carmella and James Ellsworth going to the skybox, and they had that new girl Dasha, I believe her name is, whatever. They had the new girl going up there after like every other match, checking on her, like, "What did you think about this? What did you think about that?" And she would say something, then she would go and ask Ellsworth, and Ellsworth was like, "Yeah, whatever she said," yada yada yada. So I'll talk about Carmella in a second, because I think she's gonna have a little bit of a major role, not a major role, but a little bit of role going into WrestleMania as we talk about some of these championship opportunities and things going on like that. So the first match to actually open up the show was Mickie James versus Becky Lynch. Great match to open the card up for the women. I think this match went about 20-22 minutes around there. Mickie James did end up taking a pinfall to Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch did come out of this one with a W, so we'll talk about that. There's something about this whole women's thing that really has me excited, especially going into WrestleMania, at least on the SmackDown side of things. Then I believe the next match that we had was the 2-on-1 handicap match, Dolph Ziggler versus Kalisto and Apollo Crews. So Dolph lost this match. What happened was Cruz came out first, Kalisto came out. While Kalisto was coming out, Ziggler came in and said, nah, homie, and threw him into the LED light pad, sent him to the back, and then it was one-on-one for like 5 or 6 minutes between Cruz and Ziggler. Then Kalisto came out, they distracted Ziggler, and then they got the win. But after the match, they were up celebrating, like, they were literally celebrating like they won the tag team titles. And then Ziggler was like, "No! It took 2 of y'all to beat me, so I'm going to beat the hell out of both of y'all." So he proceeds to do just that. He takes some chairs, he beat up some people, and then he did the whole stick Apollo Crews' leg through the chair, and then stomp on it a couple of times. That like he's been doing some real damage to it. So he did that, and that storyline is going to continue. So we're going to see Kalisto versus Dolph Ziggler sometime in the future soon. Anyways, so unless we're going to get a WrestleMania match where it's going to be Cruz versus Ziggler and actually have a standout match, which I think they could. Let me put it like this. I know I've been hard on Apollo Crews lately. He just doesn't excite me. He does not entertain me. Is he not athletic? He is very athletic. He has everything that he needs to be a top star, like they've been saying. But as of right now, he just doesn't do anything for me. So I believe a very, very good 15-20 minute Cruz Ziggler match can do a lot for Apollo Crews at this point. And then I think we go into Tag Team Turmoil, which was won by the Alphas, of course. I believe the first 2 teams in the ring were Slater and Rhino, and the Fashion Police, my guys. Fashion Police lost. And then who came out next? I think the Vaudevillains came out next. And then they lost. And then the Usos came out. And then the Usos started beating Rhino and Heath Slater's face in. And then for like 10-15 minutes, or not that long, but for a little while, we had Alphas versus Usos. Usos lost. And then after they took the loss, they kind of like went on the attack on the Alphas. And then the Ascension came out. We thought they were going to get an easy win. They did a double team move, like a hollow double team move. I think Xavier, which one is which? I believe Victor is the big one. Victor went low while Connor went high. It could be completely backwards. But anyways, the Alphas are still your tag team champions. Then we move into Nikki Bella versus Natty. Now this match was actually really, really good. This was a great match for those two, especially when you to consider you have Nikki Bella in there. I love this match. This match was like 3 out of 5 stars to me, just because of the people in the ring and what it delivered. It could have been better, but having Nikki and Natalya do what they did in the ring, especially Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella has improved so much. She needs to work on her selling and think a little bit more. I don't know, something's just unbelievable in her selling to me personally, but she has improved greatly over the past year or so, ever since she came back from injury. So good job. Match in a double count out. They were fighting outside the ring, literally throwing each other back and forth into the barricade. Nikki Bella tried to get back into the ring, and then Natty was like, no, threw her into the barricade. She tried to get back into the ring, and then the referee counted 10, counting them both out. So that match ended in a no DQ. They had a little bit more brawling outside, so this match probably will have, like I said at the beginning, well, I tweeted it out. If you're not following me on Twitter, linked in the description below, because I always live tweet during these live events. This match should have been a street fight, because I knew something like this was going to happen. I said this match should have been a street fight as soon as they rang the bell. But it was not a street fight. It was just a regular match. So I would not be surprised if on Tuesday, I didn't watch the Talking Smack after this, unfortunately. I normally do, but not this time. But hopefully on Tuesday or sometime before WrestleMania, or even, well, if you know about the rumor match, we'll get into that afterwards. We will see Natty versus Nikki Bella in some type of hardcore street fight to finally end this feud once and for all. Then we go into Luke Harper versus Randy Orton. From what I had to go pick my mom up like at the tail end of this match, so kind of hurt my feelings. I didn't get to see it all, but Randy Orton did get the win with the RKO, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because I didn't see the whole match. But I do know Luke Harper is a very, very great wrestler. I've been saying he's one of the standouts ever since the Wyatts, came forth from NXT and started doing their thing. But I heard a lot of good stuff coming from the internets from this match about Luke Harper. So yeah, let's move on to the amazing. Well, I don't know if the match was that amazing, but it was Alexa Bliss versus Naomi for the WWE SmackDown Women's title. And finally, Naomi is amazing. She has finally captured a women's championship in the WWE, and I'm so happy. I was saying all last year, all 2015, that there needs to be a Naomi title run, even if it's for a little while. I even said it when they did the brand split. What was it? Backlash was their first pay-per-view when they gave away the titles and stuff like that. Well, not gave them away. Put them in the, they had that, like, what was it? A Hot Pocket 6-way match or something like that. It was something like that. And that was when we had Becky Lynch win. And I said back then in those last couple of pay-per-views, like Backlash, I think it'll be like Backlash, Survivor Series, things like that. It should be Becky Lynch, a heel, either Carmella, Natty, or Alexa. We got Alexa. And then I said somewhere between now and WrestleMania, Naomi needs to be champion. And going into WrestleMania in her hometown, she is the champion. I got my, just to say, I haven't got my Little Miss Bliss shirt yet, so Harley Quinn sunglasses. I still rep. I look like somebody's grandma. But the last match on this card was the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Now, if you go back to my prediction video, I said Miz needs to pin Cena to get that going. I don't even remember what I said. But all I know is I said Bray Wyatt needs to win this match. If it's not Bray Wyatt, it needs to be AJ Styles. And the last two men in this match were Bray Wyatt and AJ Styles. Baron Corbin was eliminated first because he was waiting for the Miz to come out his pod, because Miz was the last person in. And while he was doing that, Ambrose rolled him up. And then got his ass whooped after that for pinning Corbin. So Ambrose pinned Corbin. Took some sick moves, took an end of days or deep six or something like that, one or the other. And then once Baron actually left, The Miz came in and pinned Ambrose. Cena pinned The Miz with an AA. Then I'm about to say Dirty D's. No, because the Dirty D's is still the most. There was no Dirty D's delivered to this match. You want to know how I know Dirty D's was not delivered to this match? Because Dean Ambrose did not pin anybody. Because when that move goes off, you know. I was about to say something else. I was about to say, when that move goes off, your opponent goes soft. But whatever. Point is, there were no Dirty D's in this match. Dean Ambrose is out of there. Then The Miz got out of there. And then Bray Wyatt eliminated John Cena. And then we had like 5 or 6 minutes worth of Styles Bray before Bray pinned. He caught AJ Styles out the air while he was about to do the phenomenal forearm. I was like, no, come here. I want my title. Sister Abigail, 1, 2, 3. Bray Wyatt is your new WWE champion on the SmackDown side of things. Now, the Elimination Chamber match itself was really, really good. There was a lot. They had like the new structure. It seemed like the Elimination Chamber in 2017. Like, that's what my cousin asked me on Twitter. Like, do you like the chamber? And I was like, I like it. It looked like what a chamber should look like in 2017. So I really enjoyed that. There was a lot of good spots. There was like a spot where AJ and Ambrose were like beating each other heads on top of a pod on like the clear structure ceiling thing. John Cena got thrown off the cage a couple of times. There was a spot where like I believe Ambrose, it was Cena, Bray, Cena, Bray Styles. Cena powerbomb Bray off the apron, and then Bray kind of like did a back toss to AJ inside the ring. So that was crazy. It was just a lot of good spots in this match. I wish The Miz would have been there a little bit longer, just to do some heel things. And I feel like he doesn't do it as great, but I love the fact that The Miz does some of Daniel Bryan's signature moves, like the yes kicks. I call them the Miz kicks. You know, he does the Miz chant. I love it. Now, Bray Wyatt is your WWE champion going into WrestleMania to face Randy Orton. But problem with that is you not only have one, but 2 people with rematch clause. You have AJ Styles, who still hasn't got his rematch from the Royal Rumble, and now John Cena has a rematch. So I say within the next couple of weeks there should be a triple threat match where Bray Wyatt can get like a good solid win over your two top stars before WrestleMania that give him a little bit more credibility going into WrestleMania to face Bray Wyatt. Same thing with the women's title. I feel like there has to be some type of title defense, or at least 2 when it comes to Naomi, to go into WrestleMania, because I do believe her WrestleMania opponent will be out of either Becky Lynch, Mickie James, and I'm throwing my wild card. No, 4 opponents. Eva Marie is really the one I'm going for. Y'all think it's a game. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be all red everything versus Feel the Glow at WrestleMania for the WWE Women's title. Y'all think this is a goddamn joke. It's going to happen. And I would not be surprised if Eva Marie wins the damn belt. Anyways, I believe Naomi to look strong in her road to WrestleMania. She needs to have her rematch with Alexa Bliss. And then she has to have a good outing against, I believe they're going to give Carmella a title shot within the next couple of weeks, just because of how she's being built. So if she can go in and beat Carmella and Alexa Bliss, we got like 4 more weeks. So that'd be a couple of good title defenses for Naomi going into WrestleMania. And then, like I said, and my wild card pick would be Asuka, to have Naomi versus Asuka, and have Asuka come in, drop the belt WrestleMania weekend to Amber Moon, come back to SmackDown, and then have her continue being champion on SmackDown by beating Naomi at WrestleMania. And I just think that's a good way to do. Baron Corbin should be champion, IC champion going into WrestleMania. So I wouldn't be surprised if, they just have to do like a mega SmackDown show, like Super SmackDown Live or something like that, where they just have like all 4 titles on the line: WWE, Intercontinental, Women's, Tag, all 4 titles on the line. I say you put the belts back on the Usos as well. That way you can have Usos versus the Alphas at WrestleMania, and they can get them back. That'll be a bigger pop. Naomi can go in as champion. I believe Baron Corbin needs to go in as champion. That should be like a triple threat match. Or hell, they can do like some kind of ladder match for the IC title. I know that's been done a lot over the past couple of years, but or some type of like, I don't know. It can't. I don't want to be like a multi-man ladder match, but like maybe just like the Miz, Corbin, and Ambrose in some type of like hardcore match for the title. There's just a couple of different possibilities out there. We'll probably go more in depth once Fastlane is over with. That way we can get a more clear card on what WrestleMania is going to be. Obviously, the biggest worry that I have right now is going to be Goldberg versus Lesnar for the title. Kevin Owens might get squashed at Fastlane, but we'll talk about that at a later date. I need to go watch The Walking Dead because I missed that last night too. So if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below what you thought on the pay-per-view. What was your favorite match or your favorite moment on the card? Do you think the right people came out champion tonight? I did want Breezango to win the tag team titles. Not gonna lie to you guys. But other than that, very fun card. Like I said, this pretty much was like a Super SmackDown card plus an Elimination Chamber. Great wrestling all the way through. I don't think there was like any bad wrestling. It just wasn't. If they would have maybe like a couple more weeks to build for this, it would have been a little bit more hype for this. But all in all, it was still a very good show. If I had to give the card rating on its own, I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 5 or something like that. Like it wasn't a bad card. It was just like a Super SmackDown, like an extra hour worth of SmackDown, which, you know, it's not really a bad thing. I should stop talking now. Comment down below what you thought about the pay-per-view. Always remember that all my, god damn it, links are in the description down below. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Woo, like I said, share this out with your friends. Subscribe if you're new here, and if you are new here and want you to hit that subscribe button, please hit that little bell to be notified whenever a new video goes live. And liking always shows your support. With all that being said, I am Shawn Omega. Look at me. I look like Kenny Omega. Let me put the glasses back on. Where's my BB gun? Whatever. Doesn't matter. I am the Terminator. And I am out of here.